We hope everyone is having a great day. Well, the Kevs Railfanning family has reached a milestone. On the 17th of February, this little channel that could, did, and now has over 500 subscribers. The Kevs Railfanning crew is in Napadogan, New Brunswick. It is a very cool minus 21 degrees C Friday morning, February the 20th, 2026. Napadogan is a favorite spot for the Kevs Railfanning crew, and yes, if you have not figured it out yet, the crew is really just me, myself, and I, the three of us. And it was here in Napadogan where the seeds for this crew were, well, sown. As a kid who grew up in Moncton, I was finally able to come back home to New Brunswick just over 6 years ago. Almost exactly 5 years ago, on February 27th, 2021, I found myself out exploring and in Napadogan, where I found the friendly crew on CN Z121 waiting on the main at the crossing. They were waiting for CN M306 to arrive, and when 306 showed up, it had 2 BC Rail units in blue on the head end. This encounter with the crew and the 2 trains reignited my love of trains and set me on a bit of a journey. I'm a very long time rail fan that started, like a lot of folks, when I got a model train set for Christmas from my grandparents, when I was about 6 years old. I used to wear out model railroad and train magazines as a kid, and when I was 17 years old, I got my first scanner, an 8-channel Bearcat crystal scanner. Each channel had its own crystal frequency chip. Far cry from today's programmable digital ones. A few years later on, I got my first camera and took photos for a long time. I got away from it in the 90s as life, got in the way of things as it does. While I did eventually get a digital camera, I never really got out much until I was able to come home, as I say. As I stood at that crossing, listening to 306 pulling down into the clear and then the sounds of 121 throttling up to continue their way west, I realized that I should also be taking videos. Taking videos was going to be a way to be able to enjoy the sounds of railroading along with the sights. In the fall of 21, I got a small video camera that got me started, and from there, the adventure began. I finally decided 2 years ago, on February the 18th, 2024, to create the Kevs Railfanning channel as a way to easily share my videos, or more succinctly, my stories of trains, to my family and friends, and of course to be able to share with others. I had and have no illusions of being a huge YouTube star, making a large income. My simple goal was to crack 500, and with the support of you, we've done it. While I'm really just a crew of one, I am not. With the daily help from some of the subscribers to the channel, I get support in the form of train locations, timing for the trains, train information, and other info. The comments and likes on the videos let me know who likes what, whether it's slow, fast, short or long videos, locations, etc. So, when I am trackside, I have everyone with me to help me choose what, where, and how I want to shoot, whenever I will be shooting. For me, every train has a story to be told. Sometimes they're very short stories, and sometimes a bit longer, like my recent video on CN W901. The YouTube channel allows me to share my passion to a larger audience, but it also will archive them well into the future. What will someone say about my videos 20 or more years in the future? Scary to think. So thank you to all my subscribers, my Kevs Railfanning family, my crew, for getting us over the 500 mark. My only hope for the future is to be able to continue telling and sharing my stories and have that channel continue to grow. Fast or slow is not important, just growth. So, thank you all again.
121, clear signal, Napadogan.
Well, we are here for trains, and with CN Z121 calling the clear signal in Napadogan, they will soon be rolling around the curve. Power is CN 2770, 3050, 2791, and mid-DPU 2754. The 32700s are all ex-CREX lease units. Enough yakking. Please enjoy. Thank you. In Napadogan with CN Z121.
5. No alarms. Temperature -21 C. Total axles 592. Speed 45. Détecteur CN Napadogan 105. Aucun problème. Température -2. 1 C. Total essieu 5 9 2. Vitesse 4 5.
"19 autoracks on the rear today, and with 598 total axles, we would guess that this train was over 13,000 feet long. It was a very damp -21 degrees out there, so even the crew, me, was happy to get packed up and back in the car. If I and the Kevs Railfanning crew could tell the future, I would hope to be able to continue to tell good stories for many years to come, and hope that the family grows along with us all. For myself, it is important to grow, evolve, learn, and teach, so to speak, to not just stay exactly the same. Trains are not a real sexy, glamorous subject to chronicle to most in the world, but they are in our world. So to our subscribers, now and in the future, thank you for being here, and come along with us on the continuing adventures of the Kevs Railfanning crew. Cheers, everyone.